I'm not getting anything from my girlfriend for Valentine's Day because it is a made-up holiday and it's a scam.
We need to come up with a way to increase our sales and sell more cards. How about we market the shit out of Valentine's Day? We'll basically make it seem like if you don't buy gifts for your significant other, you don't actually love them.
On this day, over 250 million roses are sold worldwide, and because of this high demand, prices can double or even triple.
Valentine's Day. It's supposed to be about love, right? Wrong. It's one of the biggest marketing scams of the year, and you, my friend, are the target. Businesses literally make billions by selling you a dream, tackling insecurities, especially that of men, making them feel incredibly bad that if they don't get their partner anything, they're the worst human being in the world. In return, that leaves their wallet to be empty and drained. Of course, the same goes for everyone, my friend. Today, I'm reacting to what people are saying about Valentine's Day in 2025, breaking down the truth you need to hear, my friend, before February 14th catches you off guard. Hello, my friends. My name is Vic. I'm a registered nurse and certified life coach turned personal finance strategist. And on this channel, I react to financial tips from all over the internet, so you don't have to, saving you time, frustration, and hopefully you learn something along the way as well, my friend, helping you get smarter with your money. And if you don't know who I am, my friend, and this is the first time that you're watching me, I'll quickly just post a picture just now, just so you could see my wealth journey so far, my friend, and so you can get to know me a bit better. Now that we know each other a bit better, my friend, let's just jump right into the video and let's get into it, seeing why Valentine's Day could potentially be the world's greatest legal scam.
Staring at the blank page before you, open up the dirty window, let the sun illuminate the words that you cannot find, reaching for something in the distance, so close you can almost taste it, release your inhibitions, feel the rain.
Other than the cringy dancing and the music, I think I'm just a terrible human for just not liking them, I suppose. Just let me know down in the comments below if you feel cringed out as well from like videos like this where people go like, I don't know, anyway, let's just continue on. What this guy was saying 100% is true, because I think an anniversary obviously is way more important than, your anniversary is way more important than Valentine's Day in my opinion. Valentine's Day, is literally like a made-up day. I'm sure there's some religious thing or something like that in terms of the reason for why there is Valentine's Day. Regardless of what it is, I can't really be asked to understand why, but all I know is that Valentine's Day is linked to obviously supply and demand. Valentine's Day comes, obviously the love is the thing that is significantly in demand, and because of that, flowers, chocolates, jewelry, all of these love romantic items that are related to Valentine's Day can significantly be increased in price because there's high demand for it, and because of that, obviously that means that businesses can charge higher, which obviously means that more money will be made. And it's very easy to tackle the pain points, because you can literally just say, if you don't buy your girlfriend these flowers, you're the worst human being in the world, or if you don't buy your boyfriend this gift, then you don't truly love him, and just stupid stuff like this. When in my opinion, actually the best thing that you can do is something that truly comes from the heart, like literally like a written letter, poem, even just flowers, or maybe like making the first date of when you first went out, etc. Sort of like recreating that, or just something as simple as just taking the person out somewhere where they like, to a place that they go. You don't even need to spend any money necessarily. And if someone says that you're cheap because of this, my friend, like honestly, quality time and is the thought that counts. When it comes to love, you don't need money. Obviously money helps, but it's not necessary. And in my personal opinion, my friend, you should not just be treating your partner special for one day in the year. You should be treating your partner special every single day, because obviously they're your partner. You love them, right? So it doesn't really make sense for me. And I don't know, but let me know if you guys have a different aspect, but comment down below if you guys think anything different. It'll be interesting to hear your thoughts. Having said that, let's look at the comment section and let's see what these people have commented. And everything's double the price too. Alex, my friend, try triple and even quadruple. Like, it is actually a joke. People always upsell you when they do different bundles and stuff. And even though it could look like a good deal, it's definitely not worth it for the price. In my opinion, it's just way, way better just to make something that you've actually spent some time, even a few minutes, actually for your partner, that you know that they like and that you know it's unique. I see it as just an excuse to get little treats, prezzies, that's such an English term. Nothing stupidly huge, just like a small appreciation, Some people go too far. Yeah, I fully agree. Everyone can do it themselves, my friend, but the most important thing financially is like, you just need to not overspend, and everyone's got different psychological habits, but I think they're significantly exacerbated during Valentine's because of the pain points from all these advertisements online being like, buy, buy, buy. And obviously that's why businesses make so much money off it. So you just need to be aware of this, my friends, so you don't go overboard this Valentine's Day for your partner. It would be way better just to make something unique for them instead of just buying something, unless that money will help you to get something unique for them. Like, let's say you know that they really wanted to go someplace, makes sense. But normally, like, it's the thought that counts always. Our anniversary is next month, so a month after, but we still use it as an excuse to go for a meal and each other's treats. Yeah, this is the thing. I mean, yeah, you need to love your partner every single day. So anyway, you will see some incredible stats, my friend, very, very soon in these next coming videos. So make sure you stick around because it's going to get slightly crazy, and I couldn't believe these stats when I first saw them. So without further ado, let's get on to the next video, my friends.
We need to come up with a way to increase our sales and sell more cards. How about we market the shit out of Valentine's Day? We'll basically make it seem like if you don't buy gifts for your significant other, you don't actually love them. Yo, Hershey's, you want to get in on this? Oh yeah, definitely count us in. We're even going to make a specific candy called the Hershey's Kiss. That shit's going to sell like crazy on Valentine's Day. Count us in as well. We want to sell a fuck ton of flowers on Valentine's Day. Another successful year, guys. People spent $27 billion on Valentine's Day this year. Marketing to people's insecurities is so fucking profitable.
This is actually an interesting video, especially as a man, for all the men out there watching this video right now. On average, men actually spend about £40 in the UK towards their partner on Valentine's Day, etc. And women actually spend around approximately £24 for their man. The thing is, it doesn't actually necessarily matter how much who spends what. The whole point is that that average is actually really, really not that bad at all. It's actually, I thought it was going to be way worse. However, the whole point is, my friend, is that if you are part of the above average in this category, which is not a good thing. I mean, for me personally, I've even been this guy myself in the past, where I've literally spent £100 plus for my partner on Valentine's Day. And now that I look back on it, it's not that it's unnecessary. It was because my partner actually wanted those things. But there were cases where it wasn't necessary to do that. Do you get what I mean? Classic example of this is one of my friends always buys expensive jewelry for their partner on Valentine's Day. And the thing is like, you know, diamonds, girl's best friend, whatever, etc. When the woman received that gift, it's like she likes it and it is a good gift. But equally, my friends, it is sort of like a basic gift because it's just like, you don't really, it just, in my opinion anyway, it just shows that you don't really know the person you're with. Because an actual gift is not, it's actually something that's priceless. It's not something you could put a price tag on it, if that makes sense. Obviously, if a woman really wants jewelry and stuff like this, then fair enough. But I do feel, in my opinion, most women actually want more quality time with their partner, and they want something special to be done by their partner that's actually a thought or a gesture rather than a materialistic thing. And if your goal is materialistic, well, you already know the answer to this one, my friend. I'm not going to say it because I don't want to get in trouble. Haha. But I do feel also, my friends, that people do go into crazy amounts of debts as well, like actually get a credit card out and buy the vacation or buy a new car or buy like a very luxurious dinner with a credit card, and then they have to pay off that debt with accrued interest over time, of course. It's got crazy APR of like 25% plus, and then you struggle back to pay those payments, and then you're sort of thinking, was this really necessary? Because if anything, in a relationship with someone, you don't want to necessarily be in debt unless that debt generates you money, because the owing of money, aka debt, can also be good if you're the one that's actually receiving that money, and if someone owes you money. Let's look at some of these comments because I think this will be very interesting, and it's absolutely crazy that I can't even believe that $27 billion have actually been spent on this occasion. That is actually a crazy amount of money in such a short period of time. It just shows me that Valentine's is literally a massive, massive marketing tactic that doesn't even necessarily need to exist, my friend. And you should just show your partner that you love them every single day instead of just treating them really well for one day, because then it feels like a chore, just feels forced. It's not good. Anyway, let's look at these comments. Basically, what the jewelry industry did with the diamond rings, actually, that is true. I can't actually find the stat on this, but diamonds are obviously exceptionally expensive because of their scarcity, right? However, the price can be significantly more influenced, especially closer to the date of Valentine's Day, because of this exact reason. And some people even pre-order these rings for the Valentine's for the following year, like the same way people pre-order Rolex watches because it's like a Veblen good, right? Same thing with these diamonds. And again, I guess it depends if your goal is materialistic or not. And again, my friends, you know my opinion. I'm not going to say it because I'm not going to get in trouble. CEO of roasting corporations. Yeah, it's true. I mean, this guy did a beautiful job, perfect job at absolutely destroying these corporations, because this is what they do. But the thing is, at the end of the day, my friends, corporations can do this because it's business. It makes sense. Do you get what I mean? Like, in my opinion, it's only good business, because at the end of the day, there's a lot of psychology when it comes to sales and business, and a lot of marketing as well. This is part of the marketing and psychology, because it just targets people's pain points, and it works, my friends. You know what I mean? It does work. The target audience for Valentine's Day actually is not women, it's men, because it targets the insecurities of men. So please, any men that watch this, my friend, please don't fall for this trap. Get better with your personal finances as well, my friend. And if you want to do that with a group of like-minded men, my friend, and just improve your overall personal finances in general, and a lot more other things that I think you'll find really beneficial, then have a look at the link below, my friend, just to learn more. You get a 7-day free trial just as a taster, my friend, and then even after that, it's only $1 a month, which is as affordable as I could make it for you, my friend, because I want all men to have access to this. That's why I break up right before Valentine's Day every year. My guy. Kidding. Even if he was true, I wouldn't blame him. Now we have a guy, my friend, that I think really encapsulates the whole idea of why I personally think Valentine's Day is actually such a big marketing scam, and how, in my opinion, I think we should all really be thinking, especially men, because in my opinion, men are the ones that are mostly vulnerable to spending more money, to trying to impress their partner, or even someone that they don't even necessarily know, and it may be the first time they're meeting, or they may have gone on a few dates, but instead actually something that's an emotional investment, something that really actually allows quality time and thoughts and gestures that are of high quality actually is the thing that truly brings the value to something on Valentine's. In my opinion, I could be wrong.
Valentine's is a huge marketing scam. I never celebrated Valentine's Day because I don't show my love for my partner only once a year. I show it every day. That's the most shallow thing insecure men do. They demonstrate love through materialism. Buying gifts or flowers or chocolates is easy. You just gotta have a lot of cash, that's it.
I do think, my friends, most guys are materialistic, but I don't think they mean to be. I just personally, in my opinion, I mean, at least from what I remember when I was materialistic, if I'm being completely critical of myself, I feel I didn't pay enough attention towards my partner and what she actually valued and what she actually wanted, my friend. I'm not saying this that I'm like this love specialist, something like this, my friend, but it's just like, just be self-reflective of yourself. Do you actually feel you know your partner? Because the thing is, my friend, if you do, then you should be able to think of something that you don't need to spend a lot of this on and instead spend a lot of this on. So the whole point is through making something that's planned, making something that's relaxing, allowing a safe and secure environment. That's like the best gift that you can give to your partner. And by doing that, in my opinion, the best way to communicate this is to actually show her that you know her. Spend more time on that, my friend, rather than splashing out the cash. And instead just keep that cash and invest it, my friend, and grow your wealth. Unless you need that money, and you actually need that money because you know that your partner actually really wants to go someplace, and obviously that's going to be more expensive, etc. Anyway, my friends, this is my opinion. It could be completely wrong, and it probably is. But like I say, if you do think I'm wrong or if you do think I'm right, comment down below and let me know about your decisions. Let's continue on with what this guy has to say.
You call that effort? That's not effort, that's easy. I don't show my love that way. Real love is tough. If you're a secure man and you truly love your partner, you don't gift them love. You give them love. Every day. Which is hard for most of you.
I cut it for 2 seconds because I think this guy's really spitting facts at the moment, and I think what he is saying is correct. Obviously, there was a bit of a backhanded comment saying like, oh, most of you won't achieve this. Anyway, like, I mean, obviously it doesn't know. But anyway, apart from that backslap comment, I do think that what he's saying is completely correct. And the thing is, my friends, is like, I know this isn't necessarily related to finance, but equally, my friend, if you think about it, because you're emotionally investing your emotions into this person, and definitely the #1 financial thing in life literally depends on who your spouse is, because she'll either drain your wallet or help you increase your wallet. I mean, it's literally like one of the two. It just depends on the sort of person you're with, which is why, my friends, if you're a man, very, very important who your partner is. But what we will talk about, my friends, very quick, is the fact that he said real love is tough. I just want to quickly, very quickly before you guys go into Valentine's Day, and if you're in a place that you're not appreciating your partner as much, or if you feel you don't love your partner as much, trust, my friend, you're with them for a reason. Like, you definitely most likely 100% do, basically. Love has become a very stereotyped emotion into meaning, yeah, it's happy, it's great, you should be feeling great. No, love, my friends, love, even when you don't necessarily like that person in that moment, you still have to love them. Do you get what I mean? It's like love is just being there, not giving up on each other and caring for that person. I want you guys to have a good Valentine's Day when it comes, right? But I don't want you thinking that necessarily there's something wrong in your relationship. If you just sit down, communicate together and figure it out, these tough challenges actually build up your foundation even stronger. And you need to go through these tough challenges. If you imagine back in the olden days how they had a blade of steel on a massive bit of stone and they kept smashing it down and make the sword as sharp as humanly possible, right? It really increased the pressure and the sword became super sharp. It's the same thing with any relationships or even when you're dating, my friend. It's like the more challenges and the tougher it is that you go through, the better you will be on the other side. I'm not talking in terms of if someone genuinely has a chronic mental health condition or something like that. Obviously, this is, I would say, a bit of a different situation. I'm just talking about the challenges that environmentally we all face in life. As long as you have good communication together, it really is okay and it should be fine. This could obviously be terrible advice and this video is not about that, but I just thought it would be a good integration into this video. What this guy just said in this video, I thought it made sense to say, my friends. So let's move back onto the video and talk more about how Valentine's Day is a scam.
The very reason why I refuse to celebrate Valentine's is because I'm not insecure. Unlike most of you guys, I show my love regularly, not just on Valentine's Day. Valentine's Day is a huge marketing scam propagated by modern day capitalists and huge corporations to profit off insecure males. They know that the higher you score in emotional psychometric test for insecurity, the more likely you are to spend cash during Valentine's.
This guy just makes me laugh so much. It's like, I'm not insecure, unlike most of you guys. Just funny to me, like some of the comments, I don't think they are sounding as he intended. But anyway, I get what he's saying. Genuinely speaking, I do think it does help when you are around a group of men that actually talk about this day in, day out, have questions, the questions answered. Just being in a community where people actually improve all of this, whether it's in regards to long-term investing or cryptocurrency, having the overall community of men actually supporting and guiding each other through their own financial journey. This is literally what my online community is about, and I've made it extremely, extremely affordable for you guys. Still get a 7-day free trial. And of course, my friend, I want to promote this because I do just genuinely think it will help. I want more people in it, of course, because it's an online community. That's sort of what's meant to happen anyway. But also it's because I genuinely think it will add a lot of value to you anyway. Plus, I've made it super, super affordable because I understand the cost of living is exceptionally difficult right now. And I don't want to take the piss, you get what I mean? Unlike a few of the other communities that I've seen. So the link down below, there's a 7-day free trial. And even after that, it's literally only $1 a month. That's it. Just $1. If you're in the UK, that's less than £1 a month. So I've made it extremely affordable for you for this exact reason, my friend. You get to have all of the access, and you also get to have full access to me as well, for me to answer your questions as well, my friends. Anyway, my incredible world-class pitch is over now, so we can continue on with the video. I do think what this guy is saying, though, is I do think that most men are actually insecure, but they're insecure, I think, around different things. It's not necessarily the woman they're with, it's that they're actually insecure in themselves. And most of the things that men would be insecure about it's just in 3 things, and it's the same 3 big sectors that happen, which is wealth, so financially in themselves, through their physical health in regards to their body, etc., fitness, right? Or their relationships, so aka their partner, maybe something's going on there, etc. But it's normally these 3 different sectors. And I do think, as a man, it is difficult. I'm not saying it's, by the way, if any women are watching this, I'm not saying it's not difficult being a woman. That's not what I'm saying at all. So please don't spam the comments, right? I do think the pressures on a guy are significantly higher, especially nowadays, because we need to be exceptional in all of these different areas, which is fine, by the way, I think, because it actually brings us closer to fulfillment. So in my opinion, it's actually good for us to want to build a better body, good for us to actually wanting to build businesses and actually build more money or even excel in our careers and our jobs, which is no problem to have, and make great money there and learn about investing and how to actually grow the wealth for future generations, to create generational wealth and actually be the one in your family who actually stimulates mass growth in your own family name, which is what I personally want to do myself. And I'm sure I'm not the only man that wants that. And of course, the relationships as well, my friends. I do feel as a man, it is very important to be able to communicate effectively, be resilient, handle conflict effectively, basically do all of these things whilst being logical to be able to lead our future families towards a better life. And the thing is I could just be romanticizing the situation, just saying everything that people hear in the movies. That's true, but it's like I actually feel this, and I do feel a lot of men actually feel this inside. It's just, it's hard to actually get it out because you have to really put a lot of actions, and it's a lot of effort, and it's not always realized. And I'm sure if you're a man, my friend, watching this right now, hello, I'm sure you're definitely feeling me on this right now, because this is how it is. A lot of young men, I'm absolutely sure. And even men, just men in general, because we all want to do something because we love the people around us so much. And because Valentine's is approaching, I wanted to share some love with you guys right now. So cringe, but anyway. My friends, let's get on to the next video. And I found this video quite interesting. Have a look.
This rose could be worth billions. This is the economy of Valentine's Day. On this day, over 250 million roses are sold worldwide, and because of this high demand, prices can double or even triple. But it's not just roses. Jewelry, chocolate, candy, even a piece of red juicy steak. You name it, it's all more expensive. People spend so much money on this day. But the love economy is growing 5 times faster than the global economy. Last year in the US, shoppers spent $23.9 billion on Valentine's, with an average of $175 per gift. Here in the UAE, people are more generous and spend close to $300 per gift and about $2 billion in total just on this day.
This is why Valentine's is not about love, it's about the love economy.
High demand and high supply boost sales, increase consumer confidence, and help small businesses grow.
My friends, I don't want to annoy you anymore. I think you sort of get the whole point of this. And I mean, those stats that this woman was saying was actually ridiculous. But equally, my friends, with high supply, with high demand, it just sort of makes sense. Because consumer spending is so highly influenced because of Valentine's Day, especially, again, to insecure men, or even, to be honest, even not necessarily insecure men, but it's just that it's more targeted. And they're, like I was aforementioning before, the pain points are hit easily and hit more different with men, because it's like the advertisers are obviously exceptionally good. If you don't buy this, then you're actually not a good partner, and obviously you don't want to be a good partner, and obviously you want to be a good partner to the person you love. You get what I mean? So even though it actually doesn't make a difference, and as I was saying, a nice thoughtful gesture will actually be more than enough. It's actually really more meaningful in that it's actually priceless. And it's annoying because I was actually wanting to read some of the comments, but actually this video, for whatever reason, doesn't have that many comments. I'm not sure why, which is a shame. But I just wanted you guys to hear that, to see the stats, and to see how crazy the revenues are from these businesses. And that actually Valentine's Day is literally just, it's nothing to do with love. It's like these people said, it's about the love economy, aka just making money off people who want to perceive it as them actually thinking that they're doing something for love, when actually, if you think about it really, every day really, my friend, should technically be Valentine's Day, because you should be giving your love to the person you love every single day, rather than gifting it on one specific day in the year. It just doesn't make sense. You've got anniversaries for that, you've got birthdays for that, you've got Christmas for that. You don't need another holiday for that. In my opinion, it's clearly, at this point, I hope you guys can see, it's clearly a marketing tactic, so that there's specifically a higher cash injection into the economy to help boost overall economic growth in general anyway, which is, again, not a bad thing, but it's just, at the end of the day, we're human, it's our own money. There's no point to be spending more than you should.
I find it really hard to believe that there is actually men out there that are like, I am not participating in Valentine's Day. I'm not getting anything from my girlfriend for Valentine's Day because it is a made-up holiday and it's a scam. Like my brother in Christ, I am also against a capitalist society that preys off of our obsession with consumerism, but you don't have to buy things to make someone feel special.
My sister in Christ here is correct, and I do think that she makes a very valid point, of course. And equally, my friends, I mean, I'm not against Valentine's Day in regards to what it's doing in regards to the capitalist of it. I'm just making you aware. The whole point of this video is just to make you aware that that is what's actually going on behind it. And also psychologically, I don't want, especially men, I don't want men feeling bad about not buying materialistic things like jewelry, etc., stuff like this. It should make your partner feel special, of course, but there's so many other ways to do that, my friends, in a way that is financially efficient and effective for you, depending on your income, of course.
I think it's so cute that we have one day a year where humans just come together and say, you know what, love is the most important thing. And there's so much hate that goes on in this world that let's just have a day that's all about love and making the people in our lives feel special and appreciated, which we should be doing all year round. But it's so nice to have a day that's just dedicated to that. And yes, most brands and businesses like capitalize off of that, but you do not need to spend money. You do not need to buy things to make someone feel special. You can get a piece of paper and write them a handwritten note. You can cook them dinner. You can bake them a cake. You can just spend some extra quality time with them. I truly think the people that are so against Valentine's Day, or at least the men that are so against Valentine's Day, you're just bad partners. Like, you just don't want to go that extra mile for your partner. You don't want to show you love and appreciate them, because you do not have to play into consumerism in order to make your partner feel loved and feel special. And I know for a fact you're not doing it all year round. I know for a fact you're not doing it every other day of the year. So at least take this one day and make your partner feel special. Please.
I actually agree, because I do think some partners actually use it as an excuse. Because Valentine's Day, although everything that we have talked about in this video and the fact that it is a form of a scam, it's like a legal scam because they just absolutely optimize it and abuse it to be able to make more money off it legally by tackling into the psychological aspects of people's purchasing and spending habits. But at the end of the day, they're allowed to do that. However, some partners do actually use it as an excuse and be like, oh no, I think it's a scam, like I don't want to get you anything, etc., stuff like this. That's the whole point. You don't need to get necessarily anything that costs money. And actually, this woman, for the men watching this, she actually, in my opinion, said some pretty good tips actually in terms of what you can actually get your partner, which I think some of them I'll use myself. But 100%, you don't need to fall into consumerism. You don't need to fall into actually spending money and being a consumer to spend money on these products that are going to be advertised to you. And the advertisements of these companies, you can imagine they're going to spend shitloads of money, my friends, to actually advertise these on you. When I scroll through Facebook, there's some actual really great products, by the way. Genuinely, there's some really, really great products. I can't like explain exactly because there were so many, but they were literally worth like between the ranges of 30 to 120 pounds, right? And it's like crazy money. It's a very nice gift, don't get me wrong, but it's quite unnecessary if you think about it as well. However, I must admit, some of the products genuinely are good, but this is what I'm saying, it depends on how you want to be, but it's not necessary for you to do that, because you could actually make a very similar thing yourself, because it's not exactly that difficult. And you have to remember, my friends, the advertisements of these companies that have loads of money will be significantly spent across all of the social media platforms, because social media is such a dominating power right now, especially in terms of advertisements. I think we're completely going towards online right now. And I think in the next 5 to 10 years, I'm very excited and curious to see how advertisements will develop, especially for business owners that have an online business. But I'm excited to see some of these comments, so let's have a look. My ex-husband said that V-Day is stupid, I never did anything, and he also forgot my birthdays. Hello, right. That is definitely the definition of a bad partner. Forgot your birthdays, that's really terrible. Lee, I'm so sorry, my friend, but everything happens for a reason. I've been single every Valentine's Day, so I don't give a damn about the holiday. It's never going to matter to me. I mean, Marrero, you say this, my friend, but when you're not single and you do actually have someone you love, you may change your opinion. In my opinion, anyway. I literally searched this up because my BF hates it and I really don't know what to do. That's an interesting name, L. You may hate it for a different reason, but I think to hate a holiday like this, I mean, don't get me wrong, like I'm very neutral with it, you get what I mean? Even though I know in terms of the fact that it is like a form of a scam anyway, it's like, and that there is so much unnecessary spending going on this day, and it's basically mostly promoting just businesses to become even richer. Like, I get that. But equally, businesses are there to make money at the end of the day, my friends. Do you get what I mean? So they're going to exploit this. And you're part of the consumerism aspect compared to the producer aspect, which is okay. But you have to equally understand that you will be on the buying end of things. So because you're on the buying end of things, you have to be able to control your spending habits and your spending, to be able to control your spending power so that you don't overspend and that you still get something nice for your partner, which I think is fair enough. Just depends which side of the spectrum you're on. This was a very, very awesome video to make. I hope that you got something out of it before Valentine's Day, my friends, especially for you guys out there. Hope you have an amazing Valentine's, my friends. Let me know down in the comments what you're planning to do for your girlfriend or your partner in general. It will be awesome to hear. I wish you an amazing Valentine's Day. I have 2 videos right here that YouTube recommends that you watch next, my friends, and I'll see you over there.